Hi friends, I'm Sue Ann Dilk. Today is Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021, and this is my daily report and card pull. I had hoped to start doing these in the mornings, but I didn't have time this morning. I didn't get up until 7, so I didn't have as much time to do things I wanted to do, and also since I had to ride to work with Alan, I had to leave when he left, which is usually much earlier than I would want to leave. He had me at work at like 15 or 20 till 8. Thanks. Because I just want to get there as fast as possible. So, yeah, I guess it's better than walking. The wrecker came and got Lola today and took her to Bertini's. Bertini's called and told me that she had arrived and wanted some more information about what had happened, and so I told them what all happened, and they were going to look into it. I haven't heard back from them since then, so I'm not going to rush them. It doesn't matter at this point. I really don't give a shit anymore. I've lost confidence in that car, and that's a sad thing because we have sunk a lot of money into it and finished paying it off, and probably paid more than it was worth. And I have to have a reliable vehicle because when I go out west to visit Pops and Lynette, it's a 5-hour drive if you don't stop. And there are long stretches of road on that journey that have no cellular service. So that means if you break down, you sit there and lock the doors and hope that eventually someone realizes that you're missing, or you start walking. None of that sounds real inviting to me. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just sick of the entire ordeal at this point, and I had enough to be sick of before this happened. So let's pull a card. Do a little shuffle. Today is a hard day for our family. It's the anniversary of my nephew Keaton. He was injured in a horrible vehicle accident. He was a passenger in a big truck, and they were on their way to a store to make a delivery, and they had a wreck. The driver of the vehicle apparently wasn't injured at all, but Keaton was injured to the point that he was not able to recover, and he died. It was 4 years ago. And it's, you know, people always say, life's not fair to me, life's treating me wrong, whatever. That is the most accurate story of life not being fair that I've ever known of in my entire life, because that was just not fucking fair. It was not fair. Hadn't even been married a year to the love of his life. It's just a very sad situation. Alright, here's a card. Ooh. E-I-R. I need some glasses. Can't find my glasses. I'll have to use these. B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah. Keywords: healing, recovery, remedies. In Norse mythology, whose name means help or mercy, is a goddess associated with medicine and healing. Is the healer of the other gods and goddesses. If they were ever sick or injured, would heal and protect them with magical potions and sophisticated herbal remedies. Sound familiar? When this card is drawn, you or someone you love will be in need of healing and recovery time. Exercise compassion and tenderness. Create a peaceful space for recovery. Research your remedies and practice patience and faith in the healing process. There you got it. Our card for today. Healing. Safe space. Healing space. Today's t-shirt. I'm living my best life. I fucking hate to see the worst. No, don't say that. Don't ever say that. You think something's bad, it can always get worse. Ain't nothing ever so bad it can't get worse. So, let's see, what else? I'm just wrapping up my work day. I am at my office, and you know, I'll get to leave when Alan gets here to ride me home, drive me home. I can't remember if I talked about Jethro yesterday. I don't think I did, since I made the video before he showed up. So, at my work, I have office cats, as you may have heard me mention in previous videos. And during the freeze, we would come up every day and take care of them, give them water, because their water would be frozen, and give them fresh food. And Jethro, he didn't show up the whole time. And we were just sure he was gone. But Monday afternoon, he showed up. He came dragging out from under one of the buildings in horrible shape. He was all, his eyes were gunked shut with mucus. His nose was gunked over, even in his mouth. He was crying horribly. I was able to scoop him up, which I've never been able to touch him before. So that's how sick he was. He's a feral cat, and he never lets anyone touch him except other cats. But he was so sick, I was able to scoop him up, brought him in my building, gave him a bowl of soul food, gave him a bowl of water. He wasn't interested in either one. So I gave him water through a syringe throughout the day. Probably not near enough to get him rehydrated, but it was the best I could do, and it was all I could do. And so left him in the office, came in this morning. He's still alive. He's still not eating or drinking. I'm continuing to give him water with the syringe. I left the bathroom door open, and he traipsed out of there, and he's in the building somewhere. I think he's hiding under the table in there. He's not real fast, but when he sees me, he tries to get somewhere where I can't reach him. I think he's tired of me messing with him. I think he's just tired. I'm not sure how old he is. I didn't think he was that old. I figured he was maybe about 8. But looking in his mouth when I was doing the syringe, he has no teeth except for the big long teeth that come up from the bottom and come down from the top. You know, the teeth I'm talking about that look like this. That's all the teeth he has. And he has sores on the roof of his mouth, so he may have something going on that has him just inflamed all over. So he's somewhere loose in the building. I don't know what to do about that. I guess I'll deal with that tomorrow. I hear him hollering. And I guess that's it. Thank you for watching, and maybe I'll be back on track tomorrow morning and do a video then. And that would be great if that happens. And if it doesn't, I'll do one later in the day. Thanks. I hope to see you tomorrow. Good night.